What up, y'all? Shout out YouTube. Y'all know that's my main platform. But also shout out Facebook today. I'm on there as well today. So I'm gonna stop holding back all of the good stuff just for YouTube. I'm gonna give y'all something today too. So some of y'all might have been around long enough where y'all can remember 2 years ago, during the pandemic, I started this thing called Business and Brews that I used to do on Fridays. I think it was at like 6 o'clock or something. And so this is kind of a rendition of that. But shout out to Toys Robinson, CBN member. Also got in the automation program as well, and he hit me in my inbox a few minutes ago. He hit me in my inbox and he was like, number one, he was asking where the videos. You know what I mean? So he'd be checking for them. And I know I've been slacking on dropping videos, especially like consistently like I used to. So excuse me, I'm drinking beer, so I'm definitely gonna be having some burps. Excuse that going forward. But anyway, but he asked me when I was gonna drop. So I was like, you know what? I might just go live and talk about that topic right now because the topic that he requested was, dealing with stress as an entrepreneur. And then he said, and in particular as a black man, right? So I said, all right, well, I'll speak on it. I don't know if I'm gonna have the answer nobody won't, but I'm gonna give you the answer that I got, and we just gonna speak on it. We could chill for a little bit over here too. We like I ain't come to preach y'all today. We ain't doing no creating today. This is documenting today. We're just talking today. So I'm gonna try to slow down and straight talk to y'all. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna have me my little brew. Cheers to those who drinking with me. And I wish I didn't show that label because they ain't paying me for the endorsement. But anyway, student of review TV. What's up? What's up? Miss Unique, CBN member. What's going on? Actually, I'm thinking of you, Mika. My bad. But if you in CBN, I don't know if you're CBN or not. I can't remember. But anyway, thank you for checking in. And all is well. I'm all right. I just wanted to speak on this topic because my guy asked about it. Y'all know what I mean? And I've been going through dealing with a lot of deaths in the family recently. Uh, Business is business. You know what I mean? Business is business. So business is always going business. Then you balancing being a husband, balancing being a father, being a friend, being an uncle, being a cousin, being all of these different things, being a son. You know what I mean? Supporting the parents as well. It can become a lot. You know what I mean? So I said, you know what? And I forgot that I started this channel doing this, right? This was kind of like my therapy sessions where I would just go live and talk about my journey as an entrepreneur. And if you are new here, definitely go back. Look at my old videos on this channel as well as my old channel, the Everybody Eats channel. It's probably if you go to my channel and then you click on the channels tab, you'll see it. I got it posted over there. But watch my old videos and you see me out there in the field grinding, on my way to the building so I can go clean every single day. I worked 7 days a week back then. So all you saw was that little ugly Ashley Jam Pro shirt every day. The videos were even lower quality than what you see today. You know what I mean? Because my thing I ain't never put a whole lot of effort into the quality of my videos, which y'all just saw my last video on Sunday. That was my first attempt at actually putting out like a high quality, high edited video. And we're going to try to start dropping those every Sunday night at, I think it's 7 p.m. So definitely look out for those Eastern time. Shout out to Yak for that edit on that video because we got another one dropping on this Sunday. That's going to be about the insurance that you need for your company. But thank you so much. I appreciate that, Miss Eunice. And then shout out to EJ. What's going on with you? All right, y'all. So let's get to this stuff. I guess we can go ahead and get to the topic. Appreciate that condolences. Um, I guess we'll talk about this topic first, and then later I'll tell y'all something about the CBN conference, and then if y'all think of some stuff, I'll speak on that too. What's up, Sean Richard checking in? CBN vet. He's also speaking at the CBN conference. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets at www.cbnconference.com. That's what should be going through the bottom. But anyway, boss mom, hey AJ, we single mothers, widows have it just as hard as men. You know what? Single mothers in particular, I might argue I might have it worse. The only thing actually I can't say that because I will say this. If you know like I know, at least y'all can get help from the government. A lot of us men can't even get that, and a lot of the men are on child support, and they make it even that much more worse. But again, I wouldn't even worded it like this. I would have talked to both in general, but I was specifically requested to speak on this like this, so that's why I'm speaking on it like that. But definitely not undermining your struggle as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Absolutely. Rosanna Lewis. All right, what else we got? All right, y'all. So let's jump into it. So the way I deal with my stress, honestly, because I get stressed all the time, I don't get depressed nowhere near as often as I used to, right? Because I used to get depressed a lot. Uh, I'm trying to think. I thought of so many things on the way because I ran to the store right quick, grabbed me a little, a little brews right quick so I can get started. Because I'm not really that long-winded of a person, but if you get a few drinks in me, I'll talk your head off. Then and I said, and I want to say, I really want to chill with y'all. So feel free to check in and out if you want to. But before you go, hit that like button because my goal is to sit here for at least 45 minutes, an hour with y'all, answer any questions, all that. But all right, well let's do it straight up. So the first thing I do is I drink a lot. Right? That's not my suggestion to y'all, but that's one of the ways that I cope with stress is I'll drink. Now I mean like probably 4 nights a week. I'll just straight, have my beers, I zone out, I shut the phone off, turn everything off, I go drink my beer, play the game, turn my music on. And usually I'm listening to some R&B. Every now and again I get in a D block mode, or some 50 or some Rick Ross or something. But that's it, you know what I mean? Or I'd go to the Twitch and I listen to the Twitch DJ so they could mix it up for me and then shout my name out a little bit. You know what I mean? But so that made me feel like I ain't by myself. But one thing I've learned to do too is I went and got me a man cave because sometimes, you know, what I don't want to do is set the example of like the way I did, like Ernest said, fighting demons. I don't want to always, you know what I mean? I want to be transparent with my kids so they can learn because I felt like I grew up in the dark and I understood why my parents did it that way. They wanted to shelter us so we can be better people. But in hindsight, I kind of always wish that they had more of an open communication with us, their kids, me, my brother, and my sister, because a lot of stuff we had to figure out ourselves. You know what I mean? But so I try to have an open relationship with my kids and talk to them like they're young adults. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Everything ain't for the kids either. And so once I realized that, I went ahead and got me a man cave so I can have that space as well. Sometimes you just need space from everybody. You know what I mean? And not that they did something to you, but it's just more so you need that space. You know what I mean? So that's my first thing I do, drinking that, and that's not the solution. But I'm just being real with y'all. All right, so that's the first thing. But the other thing is this: I have friends. Okay, so that's something that I learned to embrace. I would say probably last year. I really got big on allowing myself to open up more to friends because I've always sheltered myself. I don't trust nobody. You know what I mean? And I just feel like a lot of the people that I was associating with, I just felt like, I mean, what could you really offer me? Because you're not living the life that I'm aspiring to live. And when you study self-help or stuff, they tell you, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna watch somebody that's living the life, or if you're gonna take some advice, take it from somebody that's living the life that you aspire to live. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of times I wouldn't talk to friends at first, but now I've learned to open up and how to even be a friend. You know what I mean? Like I think I just kind of moved like I don't need friends. I got me. You know what I mean? And it's good to have that drive as an entrepreneur and be that way on sometimes, but then other times like, no, you got to learn how to open up and let people in and let people help you. The same way you help people, you got to let people help you sometimes. It's okay. So that's something that I definitely been doing. I have tried therapy. I'm still on the fence about it. And I've been doing therapy for years, like off and on. Like the very first therapist, me and my wife both seen it was this was way, 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 way back. So I was on it way before it was a thing. You know what I mean? I've been open to therapy because I'm a transparent person and I don't mind talking stuff out and and just sharing my real feelings on stuff because I feel like the more honest you are, the quicker we can get to the solution of this thing. It's kind of like when you go to the doctor and they say, well, make sure you tell them everything so they can diagnose you properly. That's kind of how I feel like relationships work. If you just be transparent from beginning to end, we shouldn't have no issue. Just talk it out, say what's wrong with you. All right, that's how that made you feel. Damn, I ain't know that's how you know what I mean? So I try to be that way. And so I've always believed in therapy at first, but as time has gone on and I've tried different therapists, maybe I haven't come across the right one just yet. I feel like for me, talking to my friends has been better so far. And one thing that I do is I compartmentalize. And what I mean by that is I go to certain people for certain topics. Like I can't go to my brother for everything. I can't go to my homeboy Brandon for everything. I can't go to my boy DJ, Mr. Will Packer, for everything. I can't go, you know what I mean? So I got people that I use for different topics that I feel like they will provide value and good insight if I got their opinion on this stuff. All right. What's going on? What we got going on over here? Shout out William Wade. Mr. Wishing ain't doing enough. Appreciate you, bro, checking in. CBN veteran. Uni says I'm at the hair salon relaxing. That helps me with my stress. Absolutely. That's something that I got put on to. Aries, absolutely. Rose Porter. Birthday was April 15th. What we got here? You said that lose. Oh, I just seen you. Yeah, you said you just bought a starter kit, even though we ain't quite on that today. But I got you. You said you bought a starter kit and you wanted to know how much you should price. So what you should do is go to Clean Biz Network. You get a year free since you got the starter kit, right? So go to Clean Biz Network, log in, go to the starter course, and watch that, because it's explained in there how to bid manually without a calculator. Then also it shows you how to use our bidding calculators as well, so you can do it in there. So that's my answer to that. And appreciate your support and for your purchase as well. Oh, but that's what I'm about to talk about. He just put me back on. He said he got his feet done. So my wife just put me on to. She's been telling me for years to go to the nail salon with her and get my feet done. And I never really. It wasn't that I was against it. It was just more so. I guess I ain't really had time. You know what I mean? I ain't really cared to take my time out, because I'm the type of person, when I finally get a chance to relax, I don't want to go nowhere. I want to sit down in my damn house that I worked hard to have. You know what I mean? It's nice here. I don't need to go nowhere else. And but anyway, she got me to go one time, and I definitely enjoyed it. So that's definitely a good thing. Eunice said prayer and meditation, talking to my husband, sisters, and friends for sure. What was that one I saw? I would smoke every day to combat my demons, but since I've been working on getting precise janitorial service on board, I stopped cold turkey. Absolutely. And that's the thing too, right? So when I was on my come up, damn, that sun beaming on me. But when I was on my come up, I cut back like that. I stopped smoking completely. You know what I mean? Because I never really been a weed smoker. Anyway, I will smoke, but that's not my vice. My vice has always been drinking. You know what I mean? So, but I didn't drink the way I drink now because I was grinding. You know what I mean? So it's just like, fuck that shit. I mean, these builders, let's get it. You know what I mean? And that's all I was on. But once you get past the come up phase and you got a little more comfort, you got a little more time, you got your systems in place, it's like, all right, well, what did we work for? To relax, right? So that's how I relax. You know what I mean? But definitely, if you're in that come up phase, then you want to stay away from as many vices as possible. Because not only for the money saving aspect of it, but just simply you need your brain clear. You need to be grinding. You ain't got time to be chilling and sitting around and shit. But well, it was something else I got up there. I found running to be great help for sure. Going running and then working out. So working out is what my wife do. That's her stress reliever. I'm not really. That don't relieve my stress. It does. One thing that working out does do for me though, it helps me to think of great ass ideas. I think of great ideas working out and in the shower. I don't know what it is about those two places, but anytime I'm working out in the shower or taking a long ride, listen to a podcast, that's something too. And speaking of, so that's another thing I do. Whenever I get down, I'll watch or listen to motivational or educational content on YouTube nonstop. I told you, nonstop all day long. My YouTube is running in the background on my phone. Like, some people that might not work for some people, but that's what do it for me, because it keep me constantly reminded. And I got that YouTube subscription, and so that way I can play it with the, you close the app and the shit is still playing in the background on your phone. I pay that little $14, $10, whatever it costs a month, so I can be able to have that access. And so that's something that I definitely do. But that's how I deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, you hear some of the feedback on here. Now, he said that to tackle it from a black man aspect. Don't call me no sellout. I'm gonna say this shit honestly, okay? I think the best way to deal with it as a black man is not to even look at it like that altogether. Like, because now you add an extra layer to it that doesn't have to be there. And there's a couple of different ways we can look at it and see what you mean. So I don't know exactly what you meant by it when you put that. So that way. So it's like you would need to be up here in dialogue with me. But it's like, because I mean, as a black man, we get a pressure from a lot of different ways. Like, one of the ways is you get the pressure of you got to be cool, you got to fit in, you got to do what the hell, you know what I mean? What the culture doing. And for real, when you're on this entrepreneur journey, the culture ain't got shit to do with it. Like you gonna fall off. Like when I was grinding, I didn't even know what the hell was going on. I woke up and literally wore the same thing. I had like I think 2 gray shirts and 3 black shirts. I woke up, put them shits on every single day with my same jogging pants, 2-3 pair of jogging pants every day, and locked in. You know what I mean? Then when I was in the field, it was the same work shirt every day. Khaki pants, locked in. You know what I mean? I know what the hell was going on. I didn't even know what was on the radio because I'm listening to audiobooks every day. I ain't know to do lingo, none of that. So I was still saying old shit and sounding older than I actually am just because I was locked in. I was living under a rock for a few years. You know what I mean? So I forgot how I even got to that. What did somebody say that made me get to that? But anyway, whatever it was, that was probably gold for y'all. I probably should drink some more drink. The black man thing. That's where I was going with it. And so you got that added pressure, still trying to be of the culture, but in reality, you got to just create your own culture for real. In a certain situation, you got to create your own culture. So that's one thing. And then also, another aspect you can look at it as, all right, the racism aspect of it. One thing I learned in business is the most important color is green. So as long as you're getting money, and as long as you can make a deal lucrative enough for the other party, even if they're a racist white person, you're going to be all right. You know what I mean? Because everybody in capitalism in this country, they're going to always put the money first. So as long as you do that, you stay cordial, you be professional, and you lead by example, treat people the way you want to be treated, you should be good. I had a few racist incidents in my past in business, but it's like I always handle them with grace. You know what I mean? Handle that shit like a stand-up guy, and you should be good. You know what I mean? Don't even think like that. One of the biggest mistakes we made, I was out, and I ain't throwing y'all on the bus, y'all. Just popped in my head. Shout out to y'all. But I was out with this couple the other day, and something happened, right? We was at this real fancy restaurant, 5-star restaurant, and something happened to where my wife was with the spouse, the wife of the other couple we was with, and something happened when they were together, and they felt slighted about something. I forget what it was, and so the spouse of the other couple said, "I felt like it's because we was black, but I'm gonna let it go." And I was like, "No, don't never jump to that. Like that's assuming. Don't never assume." Something they taught me when I used to work in the shipyard is when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Because if you break the word assume down, and some of y'all probably heard that phrase. So I do my best. I ain't gonna say never, but I do my best to never assume anything. And I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Because I done seen plenty of people too. A lot of white people sometimes, let's be candid now. Black people, y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of times we can see the racism on their goddamn face. And we can feel it on their aura for the ones that are, right? But there are instances where we feel that way and the shit ain't even true. But you'll find out once they open their mouth, you're like, oh shit, I was wrong as fuck about that. You know what I mean? So that's what, don't jump to conclusions. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Always get the benefit of the doubt. And for those who like me, that you come from the streets, you got that 6th sense anyway if some shit off. So don't go into it assuming that something off or somebody trying to get over on you. Go into it always with the confidence that everybody has good intentions that's here. And if they don't, I ain't green. I figured, I better catch that shit and counter it if it happens. But 9 times out of 10, it's not happening. Because when you start doing business, guess who you're dealing with? You're dealing with people who got shit to lose. And people who got shit to lose, they do their best to stay away from fuck shit for a lack of better terms. You know what I mean? They ain't even got time for that type of shit. So don't do your best not to even think like that. You know what I mean? Now also do your best to also put yourself in situations to where you won't get in jams anyway. Like for example, I know better than to live in my city at this point. You know what I mean? I got a reputation. I got a decent following. I got a lot. You know what I mean? Like then not to mention, sometimes I got flashy cars. You know what I mean? Because I'll get that. Like right now we got the Tesla. I wish I would drive my shit out there where I'm from every single day. And there's a small city. You know what I mean? That's the shit I did back in the day, and I learned from those lessons and learned I can't do that. I'm thinking because it's me, like it's cool. No, they don't give a damn who you are. You know what I mean? I had to learn that. But anyway, but so as far as the black part, I wouldn't even look at that aspect of it. Yes, we got a different type of struggle probably, but just fuck it. Don't even think about it. Just make up your mind that you're gonna win regardless. You know what I mean? And you'll do business with anybody long as it's gonna advance your company. You know what I mean? And make better interest for you. And then just make sure that once you get your little bit of money, your little bit of influence, your little bit of power, that you do good shit with it. You know what I mean? That's it. Hit that like button. Somebody hit the like button. I can't see the likes on YouTube. I can see them on Facebook. But either way, hit them so that way the algorithm will know to show it to other people. Appreciate y'all for coming in. I told you we ain't done it like this in a while. Let me look at some more comments. Actually, before I go to the comments, I forgot I still got topics I'm supposed to hit on. I did the art. I did the stress. I did the he said as a black man. So I covered that. What else we got? We're gonna talk about the CBN conference, but before we do that, I'll go to y'all comments. And shout out to Tony Williams. I see you checking in. Another speaker at the CBN conference. My bad, y'all, for covering the lens. All right, I'm gonna start about right here. Excuse me, y'all. I listen all day to motivation. Absolutely. Listen all day to motivation videos. I'm telling you, that's a big key to it. Another thing, stay the hell away from people that ain't on what you own. If they not on what you own, separate yourself. I don't give a damn if you got to change your number, unfollow them on Instagram and on Facebook. And see, a lot of people like, I don't like Facebook, it's too much drama. That's your Facebook. My Facebook ain't got no drama on it because I ain't following nobody on that motherfucker. Only thing I see is Clean Biz Network. And then the few, like every time when I set new friends, I'll be following them for like a week or so until I remember to go ahead and take the time out to hit unfollow on their ass too. My Facebook is just fine. I don't got no drama on mine because I ain't following nobody to see the shit. You know what I mean? Stop letting that shit be on your timeline to begin with. You control it. You know what I mean? So that's that. All right, what else we got? I sleep to motivation. Same here, or audio book or something. And every now and then I'll sleep to like some conspiracy shit because that's just one of my hobbies. I like to look at some conspiracy videos, and this is one of something most people don't know about me. One of my other things I like to look at is exposed videos. I like to watch these dudes expose like these influencers and stuff like that. That's one of my favorite things to watch, just to see. I don't know, it's just entertaining to me. You know what I mean? It's entertaining, so I like to watch those too. But I still do think that the people that's making those videos, eventually it'll always backfire because like you better off just focusing on the good that you can put in the world versus trying to expose somebody else and what the hell they doing, because ain't nobody perfect. You know what I mean? We all got flaws, and at some point, if you exposing people, somebody eventually probably gonna expose your ass, just like that boy Spencer, what's the name? Spencer Cornelia. That's what happened to him. You are very inspiring. You're the reason I purchased my first cleaning franchise in 2019. Shout out to you. I wasn't passionate about it, so now I'm doing what I love, not just doing stuff for money. There you go. And that's another thing too. A lot of people get aggravated with me that want to do business with me because I get, one thing about it when you put yourself out there, and I'm going to start speaking on that more again too, to get paid to be you thing. And I really want to bring that back because it's just, I cannot get around the fact that that personal brand take me way further than my money ever could. I just gonna tell you that. But yeah, doing stuff for what you love instead of just doing stuff for money, it's big. It's real big. And even in the business, even if you're not first off, let me say this. If you're trying to figure out what business to start or what path to go or what direction to go, in the beginning, when you coming up, always get the money first. Then we figure out what the fuck we love and passion shit afterwards. Don't never try to go for the passion shit first, unless you got some backing or something, or unless you come from money or something like that. But no, get that money first, then we figure out the love shit later. But speaking of that, and that's why you want to get the money so you can come up and then focus on what you love. See, it's a lot of money. There's a lot of money that I'll be missing out on because I don't chase money. You know what I mean? I do stuff that makes sense. Not only for me and what's convenient for me in my time, but also what's going to help and maximize the value for for my customers, you know what I mean? For my market, for my clients, for my people that, you know what I mean, that I'm selling to. I want to make sure that it's going to get them maximum value and not just a quick dollar. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of these people too, these influencers, when they get out here and they want to put a course together. You know why? Because everybody knows the course is the best fucking product you could ever have. It's digital, it's unlimited, it costs nothing. You know what I mean? Other than maybe the monthly subscription to the course hosting platform that you're using, but it really don't cost nothing. But the problem be, y'all trying to sell a damn course and ain't nobody even ask you for your opinion on shit because you ain't done shit. You know what I mean? So, like, get out here and put some value out there first before you think you just gonna try to get some money from people. But anyway, the best way to know if it's all right for you to have a course is if somebody asks you to make a damn course. All right. My husband loves when I give him a full body massage. He works hard and deserves it. That's what's up. See, that's definitely keep that same energy. We used to coming from the Azaka, used to that coming from Virginia. I'm in a white neighborhood. I feel like sometimes my color will play a part in me getting those opportunities with clean clients. It will. But guess what? Did they tell you that? Well, we can't assume that. You know what I mean? Deep down, we know that's probably played a part. Just like, shit, I grew my hair out now. You think even though I'm AJ Simmons and I'm telling y'all, do it, you goddamn right I'll be self-conscious about it sometimes. If I'm out here and I'm trying to get a customer, I'm thinking, damn, if I had my low cut, I probably had that much more of a better chance. But fuck it, do it anyway, because when I open my mouth, it's up to me to sell myself and convince them that I'm the guy for the job. And most of the time I can do that. And then once I do that, then I better back it up and be able to deliver, you know, as far as the work goes, exactly what I just sold them. So don't let that thought right there, don't let those thoughts creep into your head and convince you that that's what it is. Because until they tell you that's what it is, that ain't what it is. Nope. Nope. We ain't even accepting that. It's a limited way to look at yourself as a man. When I step into the room, I'm a man, period. Straight up. Well, Ernest said not everything is about race. I promise you. Yes, I just be myself and put my best foot forward. That's it. Shout out to that's Terrence Robinson. I thought it was Torres Robinson because he was the one who requested this video. What you got, Giorgio? Giorgio said that's how I was raised. Want respect, show respect to everyone. I'm old school. There you go. Shout out to Giorgio, CBN member. Shout out Marcus Crockett, CBN member, checking in. Face Shot Gaming says, "Sup, man? I small cleaning business because of you. Oh, you started a cleaning business because of me. I only got one contract right now. Hey, that's something. Keep going. Use that same contract, clean the hell out of them. Ask them if they can be a reference or if they know anybody else, you know what I mean, that might have all that need cleaning, and just keep going. You know what I mean? Make them cold call. However you got that contract, go do it again to go get some more. But congrats. Keep your circle small and don't feel bad about leaving people behind. There you go. And I ain't gonna lie, I always feel bad to this day, and I've been preaching not to do that. But I don't know if I'm gonna ever get over my survivor's remorse or survivor's guilt is what it's called, right? But yeah, for sure. Because at the end of the day, while we all come from the same place, we all could have made decisions that would have changed our outcome. And I was the one that chose to make certain decisions that I made. Speaking of, let me take this drink. Speaking of, that's something that aggravates the hell out of me. I've learned to let it go now. I used to debate people when this happened. Now I just let them have it. But one thing that aggravates the hell out of me, sorry to my Christian viewers that might take this wrong. I promise I don't mean this wrong. But one thing that aggravates the hell out of me is when people who are from where I'm from would tell me that I'm lucky or God chose me because I'm special and chose to make me successful. Like, dog, did you not see the decision? Did you not see that when y'all asses was going out, I was going to the library? Did you not see when y'all was sitting there goddamn smoking every fucking day, I was carrying my ass to go clean buildings? Did you not see that when y'all got y'all tax return, y'all went and threw the shit in the club and bought bottles, and I went and bought a fucking business? Did you not see me doing all of those conscious decisions? Nothing outside of me was doing that for me. That was fucking me. I was the one reading the goddamn books. I was the one motherfucking watching YouTube. I was the one telling you that I'm about to do all these things before I did them and as I'm doing them. So wow, thank God that I have sense and that I am alive and I'm healthy and all of that. But at the same time, no. We have free will. You have to take accountability for your own actions, just like I did. Okay, that really triggers me, and I usually would snap on people like that a little bit, but it'd be a little bit worse. But I've learned over time just let it go. Sometimes, because people don't, because that's the worst thing that people can do, especially when you've been used to being able to blame. And you know what I mean? You want to blame the devil when it was like, no, actually, that probably wasn't even the devil. That was your ass that sat there and did something that you knew better than to do that. You know what I mean? You knew better. You knew better than to ride around with that goddamn gun in your car, and you knew it was hot. You know what I mean? Now you got pulled over, and you knew your tail light was out, or you might didn't know, but you shouldn't have had a hot ass gun sitting there in the passenger seat in the first goddamn place. You know what I mean? Just stupid shit. It's like make smarter decisions. You know this person right here good for getting robbed. So and he's in the same place and gonna get robbed there 3 times already. Why would you go sit there with him? Now they get your ass next, right? Or now you gotta retaliate in a way to keep these people from robbing you. But now guess what? Now you're jeopardizing yourself for going to jail for fucking manslaughter and all of this. Stay the fuck around. Like separate yourself. Come on. I'm sitting here thinking like, damn. People probably like, hold up, I don't know if I signed up for this type of AJ, but you gotta understand this is the AJ Simmons YouTube channel and Facebook page, not the Clean Business Network one. So maybe I should make a separate one for just the cleaning videos. But I know I gotta give it to y'all like this sometimes because I know who I'm talking to, and I know that most of us come from the same background. We had the same type of struggles, and these are the type of I ain't even mean to do that. But actually we can keep that up there because he said he got that because of me, so we'll keep that there. But anyway, but these are the things that we all go through, and it's like sometimes I gotta talk like this. That's why another reason too where y'all need to be at the Clean Business Network conference this year, so we can do this. Because you better believe we're doing a hosted bar just like last year. Because I have to. I'm an introvert too, so that always helps me to open up. Right, get a few drinks. So I'm a social drinker, and so but we're gonna talk. You know what I mean? You gonna have your chance to pull me to the side, and we can talk. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be straight with you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do my best to be nice though. I'm always nice. Like I try to be nice, but I'm gonna be truthful too. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you the truth. So if there's some shit that you need to fix, I'm gonna tell you some shit you need to fix. You know what I mean? Or if you're doing it wrong, I'm gonna tell you you're doing it wrong. What we got? How many leads do your lead generation give a customer? For example, if I pay for a lead one time, how many leads do I get? You get one. So it's a la carte. You buy one lead, you get one lead. You buy 10 leads, you get 10 leads. All right, what else we got? Unlimited leads for $99 a month. No, it ain't. No, it's not. All right, what else we got? Keep going, but y'all gotta understand too. How do I generate leads for those who don't know? We use cold callers. How do the cold callers get paid? Well, they get paid from y'all purchases, right? So it's impossible for me to provide unlimited leads to everybody in fucking CBN. We got like 3,000 damn members. You know what I mean? In total, all of them ain't active, but in total, like 3,000 of theirs. How am I gonna get 3,000 people unlimited leads? I ain't got but 20 damn calls, 20 to 30, depending on things fast or slow. No. And then I still gotta pay all their salary. No sir. Y'all, y'all funny though. What I'm doing is digital products, all the digital products selling your knowledge that other people want to learn, but a lot of people are out of control with the course. And now, in fact, AJ, are you watching the Tank Ryan fight tomorrow? Listen, I'm glad you told. I always be missing the fights, man. And then I like to follow like for example, Mayweather. I was a big Mayweather fan, right? Still is. You know what I mean? So like if he fight, I gotta see it. You know what I mean? And so, but once he retired, I kind of fell off with keeping up with it. But Tank is the new one right now that I'm on. Like I like, for one, I'm small, so I'm always gonna be a fan of the small guys anyway. That's on a roll. But yeah. So thanks for letting me know. I'm catching that. All right. What else we got? Keep it going. Appreciate you. 2 walkthroughs by doing cold calling. I'm trying to tell you, I run a whole lead generation service just off of cold calling. So it works. Trust me. I don't give a damn if you got to make 500 calls, but do what you got to do. That's called grinding. Sometimes grinding ain't physical. Sometimes it's on the phone. Sometimes it's working on your website for 3 damn days until you get it just right. You know what I mean? Don't always associate grinding and working with physical labor. That's another thing that we learned when we were poor that's not right. Do you have a mastermind live coaching? I want to be like you, go to a mil per year in revenue. Been following you a couple of years. Do you have a mastermind live coaching? So the way we do it in Clean Biz Network is, and let me know too, hopefully I can catch your next comment. I can't see how many more comments I got to go, because if it's a ton, I'm gonna have to speed past some of these. But then again, shit, I said I'm gonna sit here for an hour, and I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm probably gonna either, play the game or go watch TV with my wife or something. But anyway, what was I about to say? Bam. Do I have a live mastermind coaching group? So kinda. So what Clean Biz Network is, we do we do weekly calls every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern time. So it's live on there. We do a Zoom. You can literally hop on there and talk directly to me every week. That's why a lot of times I'll be like, don't pay for no consultation. It costs, like, I think my consultation, like, I think they start at $150. And I was like, well, you could just join Clean Biz Network for $99 a month. And even if you don't want to pay $99 a month, well, just pay $99 this month. The month you need the calculator or put the proposal together, or you want to talk to me, pay $99 that month. Hop on a Zoom call for that week. Know what I mean? Or those 4 weeks, because you pay for the whole month, right? Use the bidding calculators, ask all the questions you need. Then, all right, you see us in 2 weeks, 2 months or something, when you got the 99 again, or however it go. You know what I mean? But to me, that make more sense versus paying 100 and something or 200 and something for a damn one-on-one consultation with me. But anyway, to answer that question, I do have a mastermind live coaching, but it's just weekly group coaching calls. And since we don't have a ton of people that show up every week, it's almost like you get me to yourself anyway. But if you're asking, so this was the part I was about to ask you though, and let me know in the comments if this is what you're saying. But if you're asking, do I have like a private mastermind for people who trying to do what I do today? I don't. But if there's a demand, I will. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about doing something like, I've seen this guy Dan Henry do it. I learned a lot from Dan Henry over the years. If you're interested in making money online or stuff like that, definitely look up Dan Henry. I learned a ton from him. He on YouTube. But I seen one time he went so far as to let people come to his crib and everything. Like, he sold that shit. I'm like, damn. On one end, I'm like, that's like you hoeing yourself out almost. But on the other end, I'm like, but it makes sense though. They want access to you. They really wanted to have enough time to just build with you. So fuck it. All right, charge them. It's gonna be a hell of a fucking price. You all in my personal space. Not to mention, we got to put it at a price point to keep crazy motherfuckers away, right? So we don't want to have to be staying up all night with the gun and shit because you think somebody coming to double back. But anyway, so I thought about that, like the weekend of the conference. Maybe I had like my intimate VIP group come back to the crib, chill with us, you know what I mean, and do something like that. Last year, William Wade came to the crib, we smoked a little J, you know what I mean, had some drink, and then he headed out, and we woke up the next morning and went and spoke on that stage like it was nothing. But anyway, what else we got? Yeah, my age is 30. I literally just turned 35 on the 15th. Jealous people will always ignore the hard work. I'm telling you, stay humble, and especially when they don't know your path. Man, I think being humble it has limited me over the years. I'm thinking I should be a little less humble, honestly. You know what I mean? Especially, I ain't gonna say too much. It's gonna sound wrong if I say it. You better talk your talk. I'm telling you. We have to give God something to bless. There you go, right there. We got to give something God. Somebody told me something years ago. They said, because I used to always be like, this was my young, like, teenage years. And then don't nobody help me. Don't nobody want to help me. And I don't know who said this or where I got it from. Might have been the Steve Harvey Morning Show or something, because he was a big inspiration to me in my early years. And somebody said, people help people that's helping themselves. And I'm like, and so I tried that. I started helping myself. And guess what? All of a sudden, everybody was helping. All of a sudden, everybody was, because it's like, can't nobody help me get no cleaning business contract if I ain't at least go get the LLC and get the cleaning business. You know what I mean? Like my mama, she never would ever lend nobody her car, nothing like that. But when I got that good government job at the shipyard, and my only car broke down, she was like, you know what? She made an exception to her rule and let me borrow a car for a week till I got mine out the shop. You know what I'm saying? But it was because I was helping myself. She saw I'm finally doing something. You know what I mean? Or when my license had got suspended because I couldn't pay the insurance bill. That used to always happen to me. And she gave me the money, like $600 something. Go ahead and get it this one time, AJ, but that's my last time helping you. That was it. And it worked. It helped. You know what I mean? But I was helping myself. I had my own place. I wasn't living off of baby mamas and shit and doing all, you know what I mean? Like, now she didn't know I was, anyway. So, but the point is, I was helping myself. I was showing progress, so people wanted to help me. And that's what happens along the way, just like on YouTube. People see me up here. I put myself out here. And like, for example, how did I even get to Jacksonville? I was up here talking my shit, teaching y'all. Somebody in I can give y'all the whole spiel, but basically, Jam Pro got me down here. Based off of me just getting up here, putting myself out here and helping people. And I was helping myself, therefore then they decided to help me too. You see what I'm saying? But you gotta put the work in on your own first. And I think the same thing applies, like Miss, who was that? Miss Eunice said, that's what I thought it was. She said, you gotta give God something to bless. He can't bless it if you ain't even got it going. You know what I mean? You said, people want $1 million in sales, right? Let's say you selling beads, right? Or crystals or something. Okay. Let's just say you get an order, $1 million order right now. Boom, you made $1 million. Now what? You probably fucked because you don't even have a process there to deliver all $1 million of them goddamn things. You probably can't even, you don't even know where to go to get $1 million goddamn crystals from at the moment, right? If they selling for $1 each, where you gonna get it from? Like, you gotta have the systems in place. How you gonna ship them? Especially if the million came from 1 million different people. How the hell is you shipping all of those and you ain't even sold 20 yet? Like, get it going first. Help yourself figure out. People be trying to skip steps. That's why I do not teach or sell my cleaning business automation course to just everybody. Like, some people, they got it anyway at the beginning. They were hard-headed, but I forget who it was that told me that it was smart. She said that the reason why she went ahead and did it anyway is because it was on sale. And it was like, I'm just going to get it now while it's still affordable. And then later I'll apply it when I get there. So that was smart. But for most part, I don't teach how to automate your business from day one. I teach, no, get out there and learn the building. Clean the building, put somebody in it. Clean the building. Like, start with the end in mind. Definitely be looking at see how you could systemize it from the beginning. But don't think you finna skip this work, though, because you ain't going to be able to run that company long term without knowing this. And now I see these motherfuckers, I'm trying to find better adjectives than the ones that keep popping in my head. I see these guys out there, Silicon Valley and stuff, and they starting their little cleaning business tech companies, or basically like Homoglow is one, right? And it's like, okay, that's an example of you starting from day one and it's automated. It's basically a cleaning company, but it's automated because it's just an app that gets to customers and they match it with subcontractors. Yeah, that's one thing, but them motherfuckers got money. They fundraise and shit. They got investors. They got money to play with so they can, get their trial and error going and all of that. We don't got that. You know what I mean? So, like, don't be scared to get out here and get your hands dirty. Hit that like button if you haven't already. What else we got? Exactly. Nubian DNA says multiple factors that bring success. Facts. Good day. Good day. What's up, Yumika Matters? Checking in. CBN member. All right. What else we got? Majestic Cleaning, my third job. First business I'm trying to make. This to be only thing. I'm rushing. Let me slow down and see what that says. My third job. Okay. Trying to make it to be the only thing. I know I need to work on my business, not in it. I just start. No, in fact, I see what you're saying now. So basically, you got two jobs, and then you got the cleaning company. That's basically like a third job for you, and you really want it to be just the only thing. What's going to have to happen is, I shake my head because it's like I remember, boy, like them struggle days, man. That shit is not fun, especially if the older you get, the worse it is. I'm so glad I got that shit out of the way when I was younger. But anyway, they won't ease it in. But you can't handle all the time. Or every single time when you off the job, you got to be working on the business somehow. Even when you at the job, you got to be working on the business somehow. When I was at my job at the shipyard before I left, like I'm in that shit writing a book. I needed multiple sources of income. People, what you doing? Oh, none, just working on this ebook I'm about to sell. You know what I mean? Or I'm over here drafting up my lease because I got a rental property I'm about to rent out. You know what I mean? I'm always working on something else other than the job. And I pay attention to the job. I get them what I need to satisfy them. Once I'm done, back to my business because I'm getting the hell out of here. Like, you got to really, really lock in. And I ain't gonna lie, even if you watching this video right now, you should be watching, you should be listening and working on something. Like, honestly, that's really the truth on it. You got to put all your time, your free time. Ain't no free time. My mistake. I'll take that one. Okay. I thought you were playing, honestly. Exactly. We all have choices. I hate when people say you got lucky. Exactly. Like, come on, dog. How I get lucky? And that's the thing too. That's the thing too. How can I put this? I ain't even gonna say it because I don't want to make y'all mad. You know what? Actually, that's probably too why my growth ain't where it really should be, because I be scared to say shit that's gonna stand out. And really, sometimes you're supposed to say the shit that's gonna stand out that makes it stick. And yes, you're gonna piss some people off, but it's gonna help a lot more people on the way. And that's what we really here for. But so with that said, because you said, and then people got a nerve to say you're lucky. Now, this is the kicker for me. The people that'll say I'm lucky or I'm blessed or God chose me to do this, this is the kicker. And no offense to anybody that is, but I'm not even Christian. So why in the hell would God specifically pick me? Anyway, he would have picked one of y'all. Y'all the one in church every day. Why he pick me then? That don't even make sense. You just got to take accountability for your actions. You don't even want to take accountability. And I respect y'all Christians. It ain't no knock to y'all. Do what you. That's people forget. That's why they're not we. That's their history. But that's why they came from England any damn way and settled over here. One of the biggest things because they wanted religious freedom. So everybody entitled to their own beliefs. I don't judge at all. But I'm just saying, like, to make that point, like, why would I be the one then if that's the case? Like, no, give me my credit. I worked my ass off. You can too, but you're too lazy to do it. You're too distracted to do it. You don't want it as bad as I want it. All right, what else we got? Boss might need them digital products for sure. They don't have mirrors, can't stand to look at themselves. That's why they are seasons for a reason. Exactly. What's the link to your live calls Wednesdays? So there is inside Clean Biz Network. So if you go inside the starter course, it's in that intro module. And then also inside of, really, that's the best way to get it because, damn, I got to talk about that too. I'm going to have to do a different live for that. But Clean Biz Network basically changing all the way around. So y'all know it was a social network. I got my own app, all that. But we about to change the face of it. So right now, it's a social media network with a bunch of different like courses, tools, bidding calculators, all that. The social network aspect about to go away, and I'm gonna replace it with a CRM aspect, so it can really just straight be CRM, bidding calculator, all that, right? So what I was gonna say was the link to the weekly calls was usually pasted at the top, pinned at the top of the network as well on the app. But don't worry about that because the network about to go away anyway. But it's right there in the starter course and the intro module. All right, and if anybody have yeah, we smoked the jet. And then and if anybody have trouble with logging into Clean Biz Network, just email support@cleanbiznetwork.com and she can look at your account and get you straight. There you go. He said the humbleness is to God, not man. I can respect that. Hey, look, and it's funny it's coming from you too, William Wade, because you said last year we got the video where you telling me, oh, I like you ain't being humble no more. I like that. You ain't being humble. Know what I mean? So we got that footage of you on that. But anyway, I heard that quote before also. All right, this is what I'm gonna have to do, y'all, because I see I'm way behind. So I'm about to just skip to the very bottom of the question. Okay, I won't even be behind as much as I thought it was. Okay, good. AJ, you preach to the people like a preacher. I know. I know. Now, people back home they used to joke on me for that, like, Lord, here go AJ preaching again. But one thing for sure, they knew that shit made sense though. And I mean, I just like don't do dumb stuff. I'm about to give y'all a story. My boy want me to give y'all that story so bad, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't want y'all to judge me too bad. And that was horrible. I feel so bad about it in hindsight. But Anyway, I got my karma because of that. But anyway, I'm gonna keep that story for a later time. Thank you for your testimony. Keeps me motivated, and we all experience a lot of the same struggles. Hard work pays off. I'm telling you, a lot of people don't really know what they want to do. That's it. That is it right there. A lot of people really don't know what they want to do, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But the key is, that's why I say to chase the money. Then chase the money, get new, and I'll chase the experiences, because the more you experience, the closer you'll get to figuring out like what your calling is. Like for me, and I learned this from Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. He said, always value experience over money. So while I'm saying like chase the money, get the money, I not over the experience. So, and what I mean by that, I'll give you an example. Let's just say, how can I put it? I had the chance to work for a warehouse job out here, right? They want me to be the manager, and they're gonna pay me $85,000 a year, right? Or I had a chance to go be and I'm thinking about AJ in the beginning, not now. Or I had a chance to go be the operations manager at a cleaning franchise locally, and they was only gonna pay me $50,000. But I am already AJ Simmons on the internet. I'm already helping people start their cleaning companies. Which job would be better for me? The $50,000 one, right? With the cleaning franchise, just simply because of the experience that I'm gonna gain. And that's exactly what happened to me. I was a machinist in the shipyard. Machinists paid more than what I was getting from Jam Pro, but as an operations manager. But the amount of knowledge that I learned from that allowed me to be able to be who I am today and create Clean Biz Network. So definitely go with the experience before the money. But we damn sure won't get the money because you got to have it. All right. That's it. Elandrick said we all got a gift. You just got to find what yours is. And I'm going to tell you too, I tried drop shipping. I tried trying to get some type of subscription. I tried courses, ebooks, everything. You name it, YouTube, whatever. I tried all of that online money stuff, right? All of it worked, but it just wasn't really doing too much. But what ended up happening was, and that's why I tell y'all to document. Still, always put yourself out there. If you can't get nothing else from me, definitely take that. Put yourself out there. Because by me putting myself out there, I started on my YouTube channel just talking about, random things just to help people. I just knew I wanted to help people. I didn't really know what the topic was going to be. I was going to put it out there and see what stick. And something did stick. Whenever I talked about cleaning, those videos got the most views, so I just stuck with it, even though I really wanted to talk about like law of attraction. I wanted to talk, just life advice in general, right? And entrepreneurship in general, because cleaning ain't the only business I had. I had 2 barbershops as well. Y'all know I own real estate. I feel like there's other shit I've done too, but I just be forgetting. But anyway, but I got other, business experience, and I wanted to speak in general. But when I saw the cleaning stuff was sticking, it was sticking. And so to get back to my point of trying stuff, so I tried all these different things to make money online. And by me going deep and locking in on one thing, which was the cleaning industry, and combining it with all these internet things that I knew how to do, it was able to help me create what's now Clean Biz Network. You know what I mean? But that wouldn't happen if I'm chasing money, taking a good job. You know what I mean? Fuck a good job. Like, what's going to get me closer to the real goal? What makes more sense for me according to the life that I'm already carving out for myself? Hit that like button if you haven't already. All right. Shout out Joe Griffin just checking in. Orlando said, I find it now that people would rather work for you than start a business like this. They don't want to put the work in. No, that's a fact. Honestly, that's a fact. So somebody asked me the other day on my channel, and I still need to make that video, but here's the answer. The question was, and sorry if them frogs over there too loud, y'all might can't hear it. But the question was, because my advice was hire subcontractors because they're entrepreneurs. And entrepreneurs are easier to work with because they take accountability more than employees do. They don't take pride in their work. The guy was like, that's a good point, but I feel like that shit too loud. And the guy was like, well, wouldn't the The subcontractor, since they're entrepreneurs, they just want the contract for themselves and try to skip over you. And so my answer to that is they don't want to. They don't want to put the work in to get the customers. A lot of people, they want to be able to say they're a boss, but not actually do the shit that's required to run a company. They don't want to deal with all the people that you got to deal with to, finding the customers, following up over and over and over again, all this type of stuff. They don't want to have to go through that. So that's why they will still keep coming back to you and subcontracting, subcontracting under you, because you actually willing to take the time. Shit, I forgot. My Wi-Fi might mess up out here, but hopefully it'll be smart enough to switch to my garage Wi-Fi. Let me know if it mess up, y'all. I guess I'll leave that door closed. All right, we back. Hopefully y'all can hear me. But that right there is exactly why. Okay, we is. All right. That right there is exactly why cleaning franchises have been so successful for all these years, even though they got all of these bad reviews. Everybody say they're a rip-off once they get in there. And a lot of people are talk bad about them, but then turn around and still stay with them year after year after year. You know why? Because they're too lazy to put the work in, just go get contracts themselves. So they'll keep paying, X amount of money for guaranteed contracts. As a matter of fact, that's why transparency, I launched the 10K program, because even though my regular starter kits, not 10K program, that's my boy, the 1010 program is because, and what is the 1010 the 1010 program is simply, I guarantee you 10 grand a month in commercial cleaning contracts within 10 months time. But the reason that's why I started, because I know that even though the starter kit is really all you need, it's going to show you how to get your own contracts, all of that. But most people would rather just how you do it for them. And I get it. I'm not even knocking them on one end, because guess what? That was the reason I went with a franchise instead of just starting independent. You know, I knew independent was better, like monetarily, is because I was too scared that I was going to lose my money and not get my money back. Now I got all these nets down here trying to get to my damn bill. But anyway, what else we got? AJ, for your 99 course, how long do you have to pay for it? So it's not a course. I don't sell. Well, I do actually. The automation course is the only course I still sell, but it's not a course. So the starter course is just a component of being a Clean Biz Network member. I sell membership group coaching, basically. All right. So when you're a member, you have access to the starter course. So the membership is $99 a month, and then you get the course as long as you're a member. And then that's that. All right, what else we got? I'm trying to see. Would you recommend getting registered as a minority women-owned business to get government contracts? I'm up at 600,000 in revenue. Would like to go to $1 million. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, if you do, I think that you should holler at Stephanie Richardson Parker, CBN longtime member. She went ghost on us because I can tell she just locked in on her business. But if you could find her on LinkedIn, reach out to her there. Stephanie Richardson Parker. I did an interview with her on my channel too. She got into the government contracting space and she killing it. Another one, Akia Booker is another one too. I interviewed her. I think I interviewed her twice. I think I got to get her again. Matter of fact, she should have been speaking at the conference for real, for real. I just be forgetting about her because she be so busy, so she don't always chime in. Every now and then she'll pop up and say something in the group, and I'm like, oh damn, I forgot about her. Fuck, you know what I mean? But she's a great one, Akia Booker. But yeah, absolutely, I recommend get any certifications that you can. Whatever you can do to get yourself to grow, go for it. If you're not passionate, you get bored and can't stay consistent. Without consistency, you can't finish anything. So I agree with that to an extent, but here's the thing. I think even if you're not passionate about the thing, like I'm not passionate about cleaning, but guess what? I stuck with it. Why? Because I had to pay my goddamn bills. So it's like, if it's money in it, you'll find a way to still do it. And then later on, we can invest into that passion. Been a struggle, but I didn't give up. And I got my first cleaning contract with the government. There you go. Shout out Joe Griffin. Hey AJ, love you, bro. Keep teaching. Appreciate you. Love you too. Love motivation in this. Appreciate you. I think the franchise way is easier, but you have to save the money to purchase it. Easier? Maybe. I give you that. It's a little bit easier because you don't have to go through the. Actually, it ain't gonna say it is easier. It's definitely easier because they get the contract for you. But then you'll find very quickly that it ain't better because you don't own the contracts. They constantly taking the money from out of your contracts. They control the bid and not you. And a lot of times they underbid. They selling you contracts that you actually don't own. So it's like you basically bought nothing but cash flow. You bought temporary cash flow. You're renting cash flow from them. That's what you're paying for. Because at any moment they still own the contract. So at any moment they can take them from you. You know what I mean? So it's easier in the beginning. That's why too certain people that I know is like if you raw, like straight off the street, you ain't really that articulate yet. You don't even know how to operate your email all the way. Your email is I kill niggas 21. That maybe you probably need to go mess with a franchise first, get your feet wet, understand. Then once you're ready to really do business and own your contracts and then do everything and get all of the money and not a little bit of the money, then come see us at Clean Business Network and we got you. All right. I ain't even gonna speak on everything else I was gonna talk about. I was gonna tell you all the details about the Clean Business Network conference. I'm kind of tired of talking, and I said I was gonna do an hour, so I'm just above that now. What else I gotta tell you about? I gotta tell you about the changes to Clean Business Network. But I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna try to do more of these. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to that way y'all can be able to just hop up here and talk to me. I'm glad y'all think I'm funny because some people think I'm crazy. You know what I mean? Some people get offended too. So appreciate you. But anyway, thank y'all. And by the way, this is me. That's why another reason too why I'm doing this. So y'all can be prepared. So when you come down here, a lot of people don't like that I cuss so goddamn much either. But anyway, like I said, when you bring your ass down here to Jacksonville, you'll understand. Oh, this is him. Like you're gonna feel like you already know me because I put myself out here. You know what I mean? I am who I am. So see, there you go, rules. AJ, when I buy some leads from CBN, does that give me a membership to CBN? It does not. It does not. But members, CBN members do get they get discounted leads. So the leads are cheaper for CBN members. It's a whole different link that you click when you're a member versus when you're not one. What I'm thinking about is, should you? Should you? Maybe it'll get you a month. But see, that'll be a lot to configure. Y'all understand? I build all this shit myself too, and it take time. If I'm gonna think about that though, I'm gonna see if there's a way because leads cost more than the actual monthly membership. So it's like, well, damn, at least if I buy a lead this month, can I be a member this month? But then again, nah, because the one thing about the lead generation service that sells to everybody because I got, it's like it's big companies that can use our leads. It's people that don't even know who the hell AJ Simmons is that use our leads. And so if I try to mix that with the membership, a lot of them it's just gonna get complicated, probably turn them off and they just be like, fuck it, give my money back. Because it's gonna be too much, all these extra instructions with here's how you access your course. Or here's how yeah, I think that's just fuck it up. I probably won't mess with that. But I'll think about it though, just to see. But anyway. All right. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Appreciate y'all for watching. If y'all want me to do these regularly, drop in the comments on the YouTube video or on the Facebook. I'm gonna try to look at the Facebook too. What days and what times will be best? I was thinking maybe Saturday mornings I'll do this, or we can keep doing Friday evenings, and we'll do it like this. The good thing about Friday evening, I can whip up my little drinking drink and we can chill. But Saturday morning is good too because it forces me to get up and be productive on a Saturday morning. All right. I heard pretty bad things about Citywide. What do you think I should join or not? Here's what I like about Citywide. I ain't gonna lie. And I try not to say too many good things about no companies that ain't Clean Business Network because these fuckers ain't paying me to do it. But if they pay me an endorsement and if I honestly believe that they're good, I'll do that. But anyway, since you asked, I'll tell you specifically about them. Citywide is good because they don't put you in a non-compete agreement. Like with franchises, most of them, not all of them, but most franchises, once you under them, they want the rights to all your contracts. With companies like Citywide, you sub under them for the ones that they get you. But you got all the right to get out here and go find your own contract. So I think Citywide is a good way to learn the industry too and learn how to clean. Discount and not fuck your name up because the contract will be in their company name. So let's just say you just getting started and you suck at commercial cleaning. At least if the service is bad, it's on Citywide because that's their contract. Versus you out here just learning under their name. So that's the good thing about Citywide. But I wouldn't make a career out of it. I don't make a career out of subcontracting under another company ever. Always get the whole bag, unless A, you just really need the money, or B, you a beginner and you need to get your experience up. That's it. But outside of that, I wouldn't subcontract, especially not long term. Stephanie Racing, yeah, from Atlanta, Georgia. That's her. Missed the entire live. Damn, run it back. Bye, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming on. Talk to y'all soon, and let me know when y'all want me to do these lives going forward. We might do every Friday. And remember, I'm dropping regular, high-quality videos every Sunday night, 7 p.m. Listening to this business info while cleaning these classrooms. I'm ready to switch on, because there you go. That's it. I remember being out in the field, listening to my videos as well as others. That's it right there, instead of listening to the rappers. All right. Best solutions to use for commercial. I like Simple Green, but they're expensive. So outside of Simple Green, I switched to Odo Band or Odo Bond. I think it's Odo Band. I switched to them. And the reason why I like those two is because they are disinfectants, where they also they are non-toxic. Because the cleaners that I used to use in my cleaning company, it was always just some all-purpose lemon scent disinfectant is what I always used to use. But I switched because I used to get sick a lot when I was cleaning. And that was because we had a fucking trunk full of chemicals in the back we ride around every day. I was just breathing in. And I didn't realize until I finally got out in the field. I'm like, hold on, damn, I don't get sick like I used to. And that's what it was. I figured it out after a while. Because every time when my wife would clean the house with certain products, I would notice, damn, every time I smell that, my throat hurt. Or like boiling, what is it? That Fabuloso shit? Nah, stop that. Or mopping with bleach. Stop, kill, throw bleach away altogether. It's too toxic, FYI. All I need is licensing and insurance and any suggestions. Next, look in the, what's the best way, the easiest way for you to do it? Look in the description of any one of my videos that ain't live, and you'll see a link to Next Insurance, and use my link through that, because that way I can get an affiliate commission. I'm an affiliate for them, and they got good rates, so definitely go through them. As far as licensing, you go through your city. So you get your business license through the city. Best way to keep workers: pay well, treat them with respect, give them the task, and get the hell out of the way. People want their freedom. What about Betco? I never use Betco, but I know they're commercial grade, so they should be fine. Just make sure it say disinfectant on it. Will do. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. I'm out.